Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Too Good to Be True podcast. I am your host, Pascal Mayala, aka Le Maréchal, aka Black Leopard, aka Black Phantom. Today, this is NBA All Star weekend special on this podcast. We're gonna only talk about the NBA All Star weekend. So, before we start, if you like listen to this podcast, follow me on Too Good to Be True podcast only on Spotify. You can listen to it every day. If you missed my previous episode on my podcast, you can go back and listen to it back again, or watch my previous episode on my podcast. And I want everybody to enjoy and sit back and relax. Now, today, this is the NBA All Star Special. Before we talking about it, I just want to say thank you very much to the people who's listening to my podcast, who enjoyed it or liking it. I'll say this: this is my 10th episode of the podcast. I mean, it's not been that long. It's like 1 year ago, but no, it's not. So this is my 10th episode, and I want to say thank you everybody to follow my podcast, listening to my podcast, and I'm glad that you guys are listening, and I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Now let's go to the NBA All Star right now. So let's go talk about the Friday night um, um, All Star. We are talking about the HBCU Classic between the Rising Star and the Rising the Rising Star of the NBA. So you got Team Jalen versus Team Tamika. So the box score, Team Jalen won 40-35, 35 against Tamika Catchin. So the leading scorer in this team is Benedict Muttering from my hometown Canadian. 18 points. 18 points. I believe 18 point, 2 rebound, and I believe 0 assist against Team Tamika, who led by Scoot Anderson by 10 points. Congratulations to them. Now they were in the Rising Star semifinals again. So it was Team Deflet versus Team Pow. Team Deflet won 41-36, and their leading scoring is Mac McClung, who has 12.5 rebound and 3 assists against Victor Wembanyama, 11.7 rebound and 1 assist. Then they went to the Rising Star NBA Finals. Ooh. Team Jalen won against Team Deflet 26-13. Oscar Chiboy with 8 point and 2 rebound, 1 assist. Jalen Williams had 5.2, 2 rebound and 3 assists. So this was your NBA Rising Star right now. And also there were HBCU Classic in the NBA All Star event on the Friday. It was Winston-Salem State versus Virginia Union, and I believe it was Winston-Salem State who won the game. Well, congratulations to them. I watched that game. It was a classic. It was a great game. Congratulations to them. The same college that Stephen A. Smith went. Um, I enjoyed the game. I enjoyed it, and I loved it. And HBCU classic. If anybody who went to an HBCU, and I know I've never been to an HBCU because I am like I like part Canadian, part French, part the Congolese, part the Germany on my identity, and half Angolan in my part. I mix up everything. I would say this: I always support HBCU, and I always will gonna support HBCU because there's not many black people who use the platform. There's not many African American who was drafted in the NBA who went to an HBCU and played in the NBA. But I want to support them, what they did, and HBCU classic game will always go on the top. And moving forward, that game, and I wish everybody to support the HBCU classic. Now we had the celebrity games, uh, celebrity game between Team Stephen A. Smith versus Team Shannon Sharp. And I would say this: I was more entertained than the actual All Star. So Team Shannon won 100 against Team Stephen A. 91, which it was a competitive game. Which I'm shocked because it's a celebrity game. I enjoyed this celebrity game more than the actual NBA All Star, which we will talk about it later on my podcast. Dallas Cowboys linebacker Michael Parson won the celebrity game and MVP. I'm gonna say this. I said this. I was more entertained than the. I was more entertained on the celebrity game more than the actual All Star, which we're gonna talk about later. Now, Saturday night event. Saturday night, it was the I believe it was the skill contest, the slam dunk contest, and the 3-point contest. So let's look at the skill contest. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back where I'm gonna go back a little bit, and I will say this: that the skill contest, Team Pacer won the skill challenge contest. Which congratulations to them, and also there were the 3 point, the 3 point shot, 3 point shot in the NBA All Star with Steph Curry versus Sabrina Ionescu, which is a crossover between the WNBA and the NBA. Which, by the way, that was an excellent 3 point shooting, because this is the first time they did it, and they made history. But congratulations to Steph Curry on winning it against Sabrina Ionescu, 29-26, which is a 3 point gap. But I would say this: if the NBA continue like this, I think I'm gonna like it. Having like a more competitive game like that in a 3 point skill, a 3 point shot, a skill shot. My bad. Sorry, I'm so tired right now. Now, let's go with the NBA Slam Dunk Contest, which is keep a lot of talking, about this. Um, I mean, Congratulations to the back to back Mac McClung who won the slam dunk contest. I mean, I've seen a lot of people attack the slam dunk contest because it's not the same. This is the worst slam dunk contest ever, and I'll be honest with you. I watched the video. It is much the worst slam dunk contest again, like back to back to back, like three time back to back to back, which was the worst slam dunk contest I've ever seen. Now, the actual NBA All Star that happened on Sunday. Sunday, between the East versus the West, where they bring back the old format with no captain, with no draft. Which thank God, I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not like it all. The NBA All Star draft, and I did not like the captain. With exception of the 2020 NBA All Star, which by the way I love that All Star, more competitive this game. And congratulations to Damian Lillard who won the All Star game and the Kia All Star game MVP with 39 points, 6 assists, and 11 3 points. Congratulations. And follow up a person who probably who by the way who was in the discussion to winning the Kia All Star MVP, like Jaylen Brown, 36 points, 3 pointed, and 8 rebound. Tyrese Halliburton, 32 points, 10 3 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. And Karl Anthony Towns from the West had 50 points. He made 4 3 point made and 8 rebounds. I'm gonna admit that the NBA All Star, and I've seen it a lot of the comment. I watched First Take on YouTube. I'm gonna say this. This is the worst All Star I ever seen since last year. Since last year. Remember, last year there was the draft. Plus, team did not play defense. Which has surprised me a lot because back in the day, I remember back in the day, and my first NBA All Star that I watched, it was the 2001 NBA All Star. Remember that game with Allen Iverson and Stephon Marbury came back, won the game for the East. I mean, what happened to the NBA All Star? What happened to the NBA All Star that I love as a fan? I mean, something has to change. Something has to change at the NBA All Star game, which I will talk about later. How to fix the NBA, by the way, how to fix the NBA. But to me, I mean, since the start of the NBA All Star, there was a very competitive game. I mean, you watch the back in the 70s, there was competitive in the 80s with Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and Dominique Wilkins. That All Star game was sad. Same thing as last year. Last year was the worst. Players don't play defense anymore because they're afraid to get injured. Which, by the way, that's bullshit. That's a BS thing to say. Oh, because we're afraid the player will get injured. But since when the NBA players got injured? I mean, you got to be kidding me. The last time the player got NBA, it was in 2012, Kobe Bryant, when Dwayne Wade broke. And by the way, I watched that game, that All Star game, when Dwayne Wade attacked Kobe in the back and hit him in his head, actually hit him in the nose, and Kobe bled. And you saw, he said, "Come on, bring it on." Then the following game, when they had a chance to meet, Kobe played defense on hard on Dwayne Wade. So any NBA All Star player tried to say, "Oh, um, we don't want to play defense that hard because we're afraid to get injured." I mean, that's a crock of bullshit. Okay, that is BS, and you know goddamn well. It's like the NBA players just in this modern in this era I'm talking about, not back in the past. Oh, you're gonna say that, uh, 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 and I can hear it right now from the outsider. It will say, oh, back in the day when you were a kid, they took it serious. They played defense. Oh, it's a back in the day thing, you know. Oh, back in the day this, so back in the day that, back in the day, back in the day, back in the day. No, that is bullshit. And you know what? And you know what? I wish we had back in the day too. I wish we had that back in the day. I wish it was back in the day, in the 2090s and the 80s, when NBA All Star players played defense, and the NBA All Star meant something. Now today it's like you are selected to the All Star, and the following thing, they don't care. They don't put an effort. They don't put anything. Not on the court. The only player they care about is money, money, money. Three things: money, money, money. Same thing with the slam dunk contest. Back in the day, the slam dunk contest meant something. You seen NBA All Star like Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins, Julius Erving, Vince Carter, Kobe Bryant, who, by the way, all those of 5-1. Actually, yeah, all those of five players, I believe it was four, but five, but they were all star in the one slam dunk contest. I mean, the slam dunk contest is dead. Let's call it what it is. It is absolutely dead, dead, dead. And I don't know what they can do. I don't know. But I will try to fix it. The solution. The last time, actually, even last year was worse. But what about the 2017 All Star? Just want to piggyback what I said about the NBA All Star is worst All Star game. In 2017, I did not enjoy watching that All Star game. I'll be honest with you. I did not enjoy that All Star game one bit. I did not enjoy that All Star game. Now, how can we fix the NBA All Star? Now, how can the NBA fix it? And let's start with the slam dunk contest. Do like a charity event. Do like a fine. Like I love Stephen A. Smith first take, and I think it's a great idea. Find all those dunkers in the U.S. Endorse them. If you find those dunkers, put them in the NBA All Star, and if the player win the slam dunk contest, give them to the give them the trophy and the money, and give also a money for the charity of the person who won the slam dunk contest on their city. That's what I would love. I mean, we can find a lot of creativity from the people from the outside, more from the NBA players. I mean, a G leaguer won the NBA back to back, and this is embarrassing. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. This is an embarrassing. And you know who should everybody should blame at? We should blame LeBron James. LeBron James is the one who back in I remember in 2009, LeBron James said that I will put my name on the slam dunk contest right right now. Back in 2009, remember the NBA All-Star 2009 Phoenix, he said it in his own word that he would put his name at the slam dunk contest. And the following year, what happened? He did not participate. I mean, that's a slap in the face on the fan. More to the NBA. Actually, it's a slap in the face. A slap in the face in the NBA. Also, it's a slap in the face on the fan, who really want to see LeBron James, in the NBA slam dunk contest. And right now, you see now LeBron James doing in the layup stand doing crazy dunk, and that's also a slap in the face. We're like, LeBron, you could do that in the slam dunk contest. Not just LeBron, because LeBron is the specific target number one. There's other all-star players like Anthony Edwards, John Moran, Zion Williamson. They should participate in the slam dunk contest. And let me say that even though I did not like the slam dunk contest, because I watched it on my YouTube, I didn't watch it on live. But I applaud Jaylen Brown. He did not care if he would get embarrassed. And he did something like no NBA player did. Put his name in the slam dunk contest. Because you need some names. And Jaylen Brown is a name. He's a 3-time All-Star. He participated in the NBA All-Star, which I applaud him. But it's not enough. So my suggestion, when I said earlier, I said that find any slam dunker from the in the city of the U.S. Do like a contest, like the best dunker will have a ticket to go to the NBA All-Star game next year in San Francisco and perform live in front of the audience in the slam dunk contest. And if the person won, not only did they win the slam dunk contest, they're winning the prize, the money from themselves, and another money for the charity. That's why my solution to fix the slam dunk contest. Now, let's talk about the NBA All-Star game on Sunday. How can we fix that? I've seen a lot of ideas, and particularly this idea, which I am 50-50 on it, is Team USA versus Team International. Team World. So you got the US, because the US got a lot of players. And you got the Team International, who, by the way, they say the International is running the NBA, which is kind of true, by the way. I mean, the United States, the US, you got to wake up right now. They're taking your spot. I mean, United States and America, you guys need to wake up and take the NBA spot. But let's say that LeBron James, Team USA, you bring like a Steph Curry, a Draymond Green, who an All-Star, by the way, Tyrese Halliburton, Tyrese Maxey, Scotty Barnes, let's bring Bam, Joel Embiid, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, on and on and on. Against Team World, like Luka, Giannis, Jokic, Victor, SGA, and Sabonis, so on and so forth. Here's the problem with that. I like the idea But in the team world, and this is where I'm gonna say it very, very, very quietly, because this is something international players don't have. It's a lot of deaf player in the world in the NBA. There's not enough. There is not enough player in the international who are considered all star. You see what I mean? There's not enough. So what can we do? I think that's a good idea and a bad idea. To me, do what you guys did in NBA the All Star game in Chicago. Is whoever you whoever wins the All Star game get paid. If they put the effort. If they don't put the effort, consider it that they're not gonna get paid. No guarantee money. And I don't care if you make the first, second, third NBA all team or all rookie team. You're not getting paid at all. Nada, nothing. You're not getting paid. Not at all. So this is one solution. Team USA versus Team World. The other one I would suggest, and I hate to do this, and I'm pretty old school. Keep the same thing. The East versus the West. No captain. No draft. The play like it was a playoff. You know. And I know people will say, "Wait a minute, you're going back to the point that that we had earlier in the problem." Means that they're not going to play too much defense. They're not going to play too much defense. They're not going to put a lack of effort. They're afraid to get injured. All of this is true. But if you ask the player to put the effort, and they will do the effort to play defense. But if they don't put the effort, the punishment will be, if you make the NBA all team. Like I said, I put like the thing I said about Team World, Team US, Team World versus Team USA. If you don't put the effort, even though you're in the first, second, and third team, you're not gonna get the max contract. Oh no! You're not gonna get the max contract. So that is my solution. Overall, the All Stars sucked, with exception of the 3-point contest and the celebrity game and the HBCU Classic. Other than those three things, the rest is a shame. It is a shame. Now we're gonna get a 30-second pause. Then we're gonna talk about the one thing about the Kenny Smith comment on Sabrina Ionescu. So I will be right back. So if you really want to get sponsored or on betting, because I know I use better. You go on ESPN bets and bet the team that you want to see to play. You can bet against the NBA players, NHL, Major League Baseball, NFL. I mean, all of them is true. So you can get, if you win the money, you get a lot of parlays. So ESPN bets, go to espnbet.com and go start the betting, but play with moderation. So don't be addictive of those betting. Now let's talk. Now let's talk about the Kenny Smith comment on Sabrina Ionescu during the 3-point shot. So we saw the Steph Curry versus Sabrina Ionescu, which, by the way, like I said earlier, it was just an excellent 3-point shootout, by the way. And then TNT commentator Kenny Smith apparently wasn't that impressed, I might add. He really criticized the way he thought about criticizing and commenting directly on Sabrina Ionescu. So this is what he said when he said that Sabrina should have a 3-point shot like the NBA and WNBA 3-point line shot. So he said, and I quote, "She should have shot it from the women's line," said Smith. "That would have been a fair contest. I still support Sabrina, but she should have shot it from where the woman shoot it from." Then Reggie Miller, which I'm glad Reggie Miller disagreed with Kenny Smith, he pushed back. Listen to what he said, Reggie Miller. He said, "Why are you putting those boundaries on her? She wanted to shoot from there." Then Kenny Smith replied, "There is a woman's tee in golf, and there is a men's tee for a reason." That's what he said. Well, Reggie Miller said, according to you, you want her to be playing with dolls. Which was pretty much an awkward comment on Kenny Smith. Which there was a lot of people on social media were not happy on Kenny Smith's comment. One of them is Joel Embiid. He said, "Kenny Smith, being drinking, LML, laugh my ass off." And another person said on social media, "Kenny Smith is embarrassing himself by suggesting Sabrina should shot from the woman line." I'm sorry, I'm very tired. "She shot just as well as the play in the main competition." Another person said, "Sabrina hitting the exact score that Dame won with, losing to Steph, and the immediate commentary being, well, she should shot from the woman line," pretty much sums up our experience if y'all are wondering. Brina Green, she tweeted it that shout out to Kenny Smith for once again reminding me how garbage it can be to be a woman in sport. Not like I needed a reminder, but I appreciated my dude. That's Brianna Green. Said it on social media. Other people on social media said, "That's absolutely condescension dripping off Kenny Smith after Sabrina's performance is so utterly disappointed. I want her to shoot where she shoots from. Sir, she just tied the number needed to make the NBA 3-point contest finals. Thank goodness for Reggie Miller. Well, everybody picking a side of Reggie Miller right now, huh? And last comment, someone said, I actually have to watch every highlight from yesterday on mute because Kenny Smith ruined everything. Let's look another one, shall we? Can we look another one? I want to see people Smith Kenny Smith comment, and he took a lot of backlash. I mean, huge backlash. I mean, my bad, sorry. I don't know what was it, but I mean, even Fox News commented on the backlash. I mean, everybody commented on the backlash. Now, I will say this: Kenny Smith is probably one of my favorite commentating on Inside the NBA. I watch it every time when he's there and giving his analysis about the game, just for the rest of the world. Even I gotta admit, I learned something from Kenny Smith. But this comment on Sabrina Ionescu, it wasn't a great day for Kenny Smith. And let me say this: I agree with Reggie Miller, and I agree with a lot of fans on social media. Kenny Smith shouldn't attack Sabrina Ionescu. I mean, she did what she did. I mean, she competed against a man, against Steph Curry, which, by the way, it was a groundbreaking because WNBA all and WNBA and NBA joined together. I think it's good for the NBA. I think it's good for the event. It's good for the All-Star. But the comment with Kenny Smith said, I did not like it all. I mean, the world is evolved. The women's basketball up. I mean, I gotta admit that I watch more WNBA than the NBA actuality. I watch women college basketball than men college basketball. I mean, those women are killing it in the WNBA. Say what you want about the WNBA wants the same amount of pay as the NBA. That one, I don't give a shit. I'll be honest with you. I don't give a fuck about it. That's your opinion. My opinion is they should get paid. That's the only thing I will say. Right now, Kenny Smith had to understand this. Women's sport has come a long way to be what they are right now. Started with Billie Jean King, the first woman tennis player who won a lot of Grand Slam. I don't know how many, but I know she won a lot of Grand Slam. We're going to like 3 decades. Serena and Venus Williams. Groundbreaking for black women who love to play tennis. Watching the WNBA. Cheryl Stroop. And I will do a little bit of voice down low. Cheryl Stroop. Lisa Leslie. Dawn Staley. All those women were groundbreaking, Kenny Smith, because they want to prove to the world that they belong in the sport event, wanted to belong and compete as the man does. And I want to say this, Kenny Smith, and this is me lowering my voice to you, Kenny, that you were wrong. And you should apologize on social media or on TV inside the NBA. I believe on Thursday, because they have a little bit of break, and they're gonna play on Thursday. And this is a young OG to to an old OG, to you. The game has evolved. The women basketball and the women's sport has evolved. I mean, Kenny Smith, we love you. I know it wasn't your night, but you need to apologize to Sabrina Ionescu on social media, and you need to apologize to the women like the WNBA, soccer player, and so on and so forth on TV to apologize. Just apologize. I know I want my voice deeper, but I did the best thing I could do. Kenny Smith need to apologize. Simple as that. Apologize to the rest of the world. And I understand, and you know what? And I understand what Kenny Smith trying to say. Sabrina should have shot it in the WNBA 3 point line, but that's her own willing. She said it, I believe, and she said it that she wanted to try to the NBA 3 point line, which I applaud her. I applaud her. I applaud her. What she did, and I think the NBA gets a W for that. Bring the WNBA player on the event, and I'm so happy for that. I'm super happy for the NBA All Star, and I'm happy for her because she did something amazing. With a loss, by the way, you know she lost, but she won the audience. Congratulations to Sabrina Ionescu. I got your back. So congratulations, Sabrina Ionescu. You're showing that women can compete against the not compete, but be in the same level as the NBA players. And I wish we can have more event like that with the NBA All Star like that. Or another solution I can give is why not do a mix when I say mix players like you had the WNBA All Star with the NBA All Star plus or you could do this. You could do Team USA male or female versus Team World male and female. You pick six WNBA players. You pick in both World and Team USA, and six NBA players and six WNBA players from the Team USA. So I think that's a good idea. Just throwing to parable about this. But Kenny Smith, I know it's not your night. I know Kenny Smith wasn't your night, but it happened to every commentator, so I don't blame you for that. Now, who gets the W and who get the L at the NBA All Star break? So shout out to the 3 point contest. Shout out to Sabrina Ionescu. Like I said, shout out to her. Shout out to the 3 point contest. And shout out to the Celebrity Game All Star Game. They get a W. Because at least they were competing. And And a W for the HBCU Classic between the Winston-Salem State University versus Virginia Union. Shout out to them. Kudos to them. And that's it for the W. For now, for the losers, and also the rising star. That's a W for me. That's a W for me. Now the losing, like I said, slam dunk contest is a loser, and the NBA actual All Star is a losing. Skills challenge also I'll say is a losing. Is part of the losing because it's too long. I'll be honest with you, it's too long, and they need to fix that. All those three, the and also Kenny Smith comment on Sabrina Ionescu. That's a L for me. The NBA Slam Dunk Contest, actual game NBA All Star, the skill challenge, all those three are L's to me. And I wish the NBA should fix that. They need to have an NBA Player Association meeting about this. Now the NBA All Star 2024 is in the book. We have to wait for the second half season on Thursday. And also that the NBA All Star 2025 will be in San Francisco, which by the way, I can wait. I cannot wait to see this. So thank you very much to following me, listen to my podcast. If you want to follow me on Twitter, on Threads, on Instagram. So on Twitter it's Belly, it's Belly versus PMM. On Twitter is Pascal underscore Mayala underscore 15. On Thread is the same thing. And I'm so happy you guys following my podcast. And then I'll see you next time. So ciao guys.